Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the pitch your teams Accrington Stanley and Crawley Town, who are being led out to the pitch today by both military veterans and army cadets.
Both sides making their way out onto the field of play, led out by today's matchday officials, both skippers carrying a wreath of poppies each. And as I say, there will be a moment of silence honouring those who lost their lives in conflict across the world. But it will be Adam Campbell back in the starting lineup this afternoon for Crawley, who will get this game off and underway any moment now. 14th place Crawley Town, 7th place Accrington Stanley, occupying that final playoff spot just at the moment. And as I say, it will be Adam Campbell, the Crawley Town number 28, who stands over the ball, ready to get this League Two game off and underway under the whistle of David Rock. Any second now, away we go. Back it goes to Gladwin on the edge of the centre circle, and the ball is knocked out to that left-hand side. And we are off and running. We'll have a chat about some of the team changes that have happened in the last few weeks. Obviously, the first one I think to think about is Luca Ashby-Hammond keeping his place between the sticks this afternoon, but it's Accrington who are applying a little bit of early pressure over on that far side. They've worked in field, they've drilled it goalwards, and they've scored in the opening 90 seconds. Nolan, one of the changes made today by the Accrington boss, John Coleman, just picked it up on the left-hand side, cut in field and unleashed a low shot that went through the legs of Ashby-Hammond and into the back of the net. And the smattering of Accrington fans behind that goal away to our left-hand side have seen their side make the most perfect start. Not even 2 minutes on the clock, Tony, and Accrington have the lead, courtesy of a strike by Jack Nolan. Tries to play it in field. Kelly wins it back into Gordon, into Lolos. Gordon goes on the overlap, ball into the centre. Here's Orsi, chance, goal! Danilo Orsi, 2 goals last week, and he gives it that trademark Orsi around celebration. And Crawley pinched it back in the midfield, and Lolos was instrumental in it. And when it got into Orsi, one touch, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and it's a man on form that stroked it into the back of the net. It's goal number 8 of the season for Danilo Orsi. Feed the horse is what they say, and Crawley have galloped back into this game, and it's Crawley 1, Accrington 1. Kelly forward to Wright, halfway inside the opposition half. He runs infield, right-footed. What a drive! What a goal! Will Wright is right on cue, and Crawley, inside the opening 3 minutes of the second half, have got their noses in front, courtesy of an absolute screamer by Will Wright. Picked it up from Kelly, drifted infield, and he unleashed an absolute howitzer. Goalkeeper got his fingers to it, couldn't keep it out, and the price is Will Wright for Crawley Town. It is Crawley 2, Accrington 1, Tony. Crawley still lead by 2 goals to 1, all square at the break, but Crawley scored within the opening 3 minutes of the second half. An absolute firecracker from Will Wright, drifted infield onto his right foot as Orsi's got beyond the defence. Orsi in on goal, being pulled back, surely goes over, referee indicates a penalty. Crawley are going to have a penalty kick, and Accrington could be in even more trouble. There's a red card being flashed here, and Crawley are going to have the opportunity to give themselves clear daylight. Orsi got beyond the defence, he was in on goal, he was dragged back, and the referee, Mr. Rock, says that the Accrington man was the last defender, which indeed he was, and Crawley Town will have the opportunity with 16 minutes to play to score their 3rd goal of the afternoon. From 12 yards, Danilo Orsi in front of the KRL logistics stand to give Crawley a 3-1 lead as we hit 75 minutes. This could be the goal. Orsi smashes it down the middle, and he has his 2nd of the afternoon, and Crawley have a 3rd, and is that the goal that wraps up the points for Crawley here this afternoon and gives them a first league win since September the 30th. Feed the horse is what they say whenever he scores. Crawley could be winning this one at a canter now this afternoon. It is Crawley Town 3, Accrington Stanley 1. And the referee, bang on cue, blows the final whistle And Crawley Town have their first 3 points since September the 30th. They came from a goal down. They've had to turn it around. They were back on level terms by the break, courtesy of a goal by Danilo Orsi. Will Wright made it 2-1 just 3 minutes into the second half. And then from the penalty spot, Orsi made it 3-1 with his second goal of the afternoon. It led to a red card for Brad Hills as well. Accrington finished with only 10 men. Crawley Town finished with the 3 points. Full time at the Broadfield Stadium is Crawley Town 3, Accrington Stanley 1. Tony and I will wrap things up for you in just a moment as the players take the applause of the fans around the Broadfield Stadium. We'll just wrap things up with a full-time report for the people who are listening on BBC Radio Sussex and BBC Radio Surrey. But it's a turnaround for Crawley, it's a turnaround of the result, it's a turnaround in form, and they beat Accrington Stanley by 3-1. Stay with us because Tony and I will be dissecting the game in just a moment. But as I say, the players just take the applause. Scott Lindsay takes the applause as well. 2 more goals for Orsi, 1 goal for Will Wright. Full time here in Sussex. Crawley Town 3, Accrington Stanley 1.
Show us the shirt. Turn it around.